Good evening, everyone. Look at
Good
that. You
evening.
came in just in time for me to start just for you, persona non grata. So yes, and Funny Turo, welcome. Hector or Acidic, welcome. And Hidden, welcome. How are you?
Welcome. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. One thing I always forget every time we do this, actually, maybe I'll give a few more minutes for everybody to get in. Oh, jeez. Seriously, somebody has to do it. It's not usually you, Funny Turo.
Very good question. I was talking to May last week, and good news is Alchemy is still alive.
Okay, good.
I guess he just moved to a new place, and he's still having issues with his real-time job. That's all I know, unfortunately. I'm waiting for it to come back too. I mean, I made a lot of money on that fucking bot.
Yeah, a few people did, I think, for a while. Quarter Mile, and Merry Christmas to you too, I guess. Is that actually you won something recently, didn't you? I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw you come up as a winner of a giveaway. I'm trying to think.
Shit.
It might have
What'd you
been
win?
Crypto Labs or something. So yeah. And welcome back, because I think it has been a bit since we've seen Quarter Mile. And he lives, yes, he does. So there we go. So that's out of the way. Flex. So if you guys didn't see it, I guess I should too, is we actually have him now on a live bi-weekly episode that we'll be doing on let me pull it up because I can't remember what time. And I should calendar in actually before I forget down the road, but I'll do that after this, hopefully. My channel lives. I guess I should share screen.
Hey.
Hey. Where am I? I need to move things out into the windows the way I usually do them, because this is annoying. Into there. Sorry, I didn't set myself up properly, obviously. Share screen. Let's go with window.
Oh man.
Do this window.
Everybody should check the Flex Crypto Telegram. Bill just dropped some more alpha.
Ooh, well, we can pull that up too. So speaking of Bill, we did have him on 5 days ago, so it'll be every 2 weeks. I think that was a Thursday, and I'll have to double check the time. Anyways, we had Bill live here, went through a whole bunch of stuff. He's actually gonna be on camera next time, so that'll be a week, I believe, Thursday. That's funny if I freeze here; it just looks like I drink a lot of water. And so that was fantastic. I quite enjoyed that chat. The other thing too, if anybody has a chance, I would recommend it, taking a quick peek at this one here with Jordan Payne. I think communities are a big thing that should be talked about a little bit more. And as much as I see pros and cons to paid communities and non-paid communities, he's got a paid one, which I think holds a lot of value. Crypto Labs, I'm hoping to have them on soon and talk about it a little bit. He's got a community as well that I feel holds a lot of value. So something to look at there. Sorry, is it in the crypto? Is it in the Telegram for Bill?
Yeah, the flex.crypto Telegram.
The one that I'm finally in?
Yep.
No, that's the Investor Circle. Don't want to show that one off to everybody. Flex. Is it this pinned one?
No.
Oh.
He just said it at 9:05.
Why am I so 9:05? And copy trading is almost done on alpha. What am I missing here?
Oh, it looks like he deleted the one part.
Oh, he deleted some of the alpha?
Apparently. I don't know if he meant to or not.
All right, I guess we'll say it whenever he puts it back.
Yep.
Or unless you want to say it. If you're allowed to say it.
I'm not sure if we're allowed to yet. So.
Okay. So let's see.
But it's going to be cool.
Everything's always cool with Bill. I have lots of bots filling up your view count. Do I right now? Oh, I'll have lots of bots. Sorry. Yeah, I don't really like doing too many things live giveaways just because of that kind of thing, but we'll see. Crypto Labs, yes, yeah. Crypto Labs is brilliant, guys. I think, like I said, I think the community should be something that I talked about a little more. I'm going to bring a bunch of them on my channel. I kind of get access, and then I can get referrals for them. Helps me kind of pay for them. but yeah. And the other thing we talked about at the during the AMA that I had with Jordan yesterday is the fake money club, not the fake money club. Sorry, the Mastermind's fake money experience. This is actually where I met Funny Churro, and was fantastic to meet him in person, which was awesome. And so I've got a referral link for people that maybe want to come. I'll pull this up just to share it because it's just recent news. My picture is horrible in there, but whatever. So anyways, fake money experience. Funny Toro can speak to it. He's actually been before. Basically, it's 2 days. Usually there's a VIP night the day before that you can sign up for. And it's just some really great conversations. It's not necessarily mind-blowing. You get into this project, you're going to make millions. But it's a lot of conversations about how to manage this space, how to manage yourself, how to check yourself, all that kind of stuff. And so I do recommend, if anybody's able to make it out, it's in Ohio. I'm going to be there. So you're going to get to meet me and all these guys. And I met them all when I went the last time, which was pretty awesome. And it was a good time. There's all of us having dinner for the VIP night. And there's me speaking, actually. And then we did panels where we all kind of asked questions and chatted and whatever. Just a really neat time. So anyways, if you guys decide you want to head out to that and want to come hang with us, the cool thing is I get a little bit of a kickback when you sign up using this link, and that'll help me pay for Hidden to come out with me. So if you guys want Hidden to come out, then sign up under that code so that I can pay for him to come out. So there you go. There's my plug. Because I would like that, and well, hopefully Hidden's available. I never really asked you. I just sort of told you I'd want to try and do that for you. So there we go. So there's all that stuff, and that's the building where we meet. He actually owns that building. Jordan does. He bought it a while back and fixed it up. Looks real nice. Lots of fun. And it's neat meeting people with all these like-mindedness, right? Like we have these chats on live streams and whatever, but it's really hard to have these real conversations in person because most of the people in your family or in your circle of influence in real life, most of them, well, they don't care about this stuff, or they think we're crazy for being in it. So if you feel the urge, then this would be awesome. Other than that, anybody got any questions? We got a decent crew still here. So if you guys have any questions or things you want us to get into, Hidden, do you have anything?
We can talk about that God pump today that put a lot of people in the wrong direction for trading, I guess.
The gold one? Yeah. And what did they say? What was that caused from?
So that was caused because Grayscale, I think it's called, their ETF decision was reversed by a federal judge
or whatever. Yeah, so it's actually possibly going to become, now they've got us possibly getting ETFs for crypto stuff, which obviously is huge news. They'll probably revoke it again, and there'll be another dump and then another pump, and just so they can keep buying more lows and selling more highs.
Yep. I will say, as soon as BlackRock actually enters the scene with their ETF, once that happens, that's when we're going to the fucking moon.
That'll be crazy.
Because once they enter, that means they got the number that they wanted and at the price they wanted, so they have no reason to hold back. So you'll literally see the floodgates open.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
And then quarter mile ass. Any y'all have any experience with stock options trading? I have not done options. I have thought about looking into them. Right now, what I'm looking into is actually Forex trading and learning some trading with both Austin Clark, who actually will be at the fake money experience I just mentioned, and another group called the Midas Touch. I'm kind of playing around with both of them right now, learning the two strategies to try and better myself and see what I can learn from that and what I can gather from that. So yeah, I'm curious how that works out. But no, other than that, that's the extent of my trading is watching bots do things. So,
and I do not. Actually, everybody knows him from Alchemy Trades, but May, he does stock trading, options, puts, that type of thing.
Yeah, the Sleep Money Club, one of the guys there does a lot of that stuff, and I have listened to some of the stuff, and I'm interested in it per se. But it's so much stuff to decide.
It
Like,
is.
you can shiny syndrome even your learning opportunities in the space just as much as shiny syndrome the projects that you get into, and neither are good for you. That's why I'm kind of hyper focusing on these two strategies right now. To kind of, one's kind of a trading over time, the other one's kind of just taking certain strategies and working it in between your like 7 to 9 o'clock, 9:40 time frame. Sometimes it goes a little longer, but it's a pretty tight trading window, which is kind of cool. So, but yeah, a few people have said they have some experience with it. So maybe if you're looking for something there, it might be worth reaching out to them. Quarter Mile, Toro and Blackhawk, y'all good, getting good vibes with that. Any way to automate it? I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be something, but I have not seen anything. But not my wheelhouse, sorry, Quarter Mile, so I can't be as much. But maybe some of the community in here will pipe up for you. Anything you guys want to know about or want to get into or want to converse about? Everybody's a little quiet.
Let's get some questions.
Yeah. Looks like options alpha. Optional alpha. Hard to say that.
Option alpha.
I'm like optional alpha. No, it's option alpha. The bot that automates strategy. I feel like options and stuff would be a funny thing to automate because they're changing. Like, it's people that are putting those up, so they kind of have to know what's on the market. But interesting. And yeah, what are you looking into lately? Anything or just?
No, I hate to say it, but until I can get some more free money, I'm not really doing anything in crypto at the moment.
Yeah, that's me too. I'm going to start playing around with some things a little. Well, like I said, with the trading, I'm going to try prop accounts. Well, you and I are both looking pretty heavily into them for PFX to try and see what we can do with that. So we are getting a little heavier in that, and bots that work with that. Once we have any success from that, we'll obviously bring it to the PFX community, and if there's ones that we feel really strongly about, I'll bring them out to kind of everybody, because I do want to share things that are working within reason. I mean, we can't necessarily share everything. If there's certain things that some people are helping us, which is kind of nice, and we've brought on some people that are assisting us and to try and find solutions. Some of them are saying we can't share things, but they're showing us behind the curtains wholeheartedly. Like, we're seeing everything, but we're not allowed to talk about it, almost like an NDA, just because it will hurt our strategies if we start loading more money into it and more people come into it as well. You end up getting bots that end up screwing it up almost if they get too big, and we've seen that a lot. So all right, Funny Turo, thanks for coming by. Sorry to see you leave.
Eigenlayer?
Yeah, I was just pulling that up there.
Shared security to hyperscale Ethereum. Huh?
Interesting. No.
Stake Ethereum across multiple protocols at once. Huh.
So you're like almost lending and allowing it to be in more places at once? Sounds like a Star Trek thing. I need to pull a screen over here.
This seems like something that is way beyond what I understand at the moment.
The capital base. Interesting. Tell us more if you know it. But I can layer
Stater.
These across multiple protocols at once. Weird. If anybody wants to have a look, I guess you can have a look here. Interesting. Native and staked. Restake now. Interesting. Cool. So no, I can't say I've heard of that either. So always come with the other stuff. I will go into something that I'm working. So I'm actually talking to this guy, and don't shoot me on the DApp. Okay. It's actually, so this one actually has been added to my 1K wallet challenge. It's the only thing in my 1K wallet challenge now, because everything else went to shit. So, and as I said, the DApp is kind of goofy looking. No offense if he's here watching. Bookmarks. Share screen. So, and the reason why I'm showing this, and the reason why I'm talking about this on the 1K wallet challenge, and may bring it to other things once we've tested it out a bit. Oops, should present share screen. Ted, did you hear me just talk about it, or did you? So there we go. So this one here, like I said, I apologize for the dap. I've told him I kind of like, dude, why are we doing this? But anyways,
You know what it reminds me of?
what's that?
There used to be a game that looked exactly like this when I was a fucking kid.
You know what? I thought that too, and I looked at it, and I don't remember what it might have been, but yeah, it totally reminded me of that
Like
too.
mini clip or something, and you click and it feeds the fish.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And then there was also the screensavers, the fish screensavers.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if I have my right wallet. Let me just stop sharing for a second, make sure everything's all hooked up. But there is a reason why I want to talk about this a bit, and it's so he's got a bot, and it's working pretty well. So my thought process and what I'm doing around this anyways is, and how I'm going to present it on my, so you guys are getting a little alpha, I guess, from my 1K wallet challenge, is I'm going to suggest possibly people look at this, and I don't want to, again, not financial advice, blah, 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 all that crap, right? But he's got a bot that seems to be working well. Obviously, anything can happen. You do have to interact with the DApp every 7 or 8 days, which kind of sucks. It is what it is. Like I said, I don't like how he set up the DApp, but his bot seems to perform really well. I've set up a prop account under it, and it's doing very well. And he's also has the ability to have, you can actually hook it up to your own account, and it can be hooked up through API, so that you can trade with his bot using your own funds. That way you're not in this DApp or anything like that. Not everybody can come up with it. He suggests about $5,000 to be trading in with it, so that you can handle any ups and downs or extremes or whatever. So with this one, what I'm doing and what I'm going to do with my wallet challenge, and I might do as a separate video if he keeps doing well with the bot, is I may start working on using this DApp to dollar cost average, if per se, into enough funds to support me having my own exchange where I'd put the funds and then have his bot trade for me. And that way I can earn more of it. Whereas here right now, he maxes it out at 5% a week, which might sound like a lot, but he's doing it. And then anything above that, he earns. So his MQL5 is here showing the transparency of it all. Sorry, I'll have to copy and paste that over. So I think it's worth some people's attention or researching. Don't go jumping into this all Hail Mary, but there definitely is some function. I think he's not growing very fast because of his DApp. But inside his Discord, he does more things. He actually shows you how to, like, he goes through separate spots in his Discord, goes through how to set it up, using the DApp, of course, which I actually might do a little video for him on how to set this up, but it'll be just for his community. And then he has his own utilities on how to set up the actual bot on an exchange, and then he's got his own separate thing on what brokers to use and all that stuff in the prop account. So kind of neat. Let's put goes. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at what the comments. I went off my screen for a bit. Yes, I will go back to that, Acidic, about your comment. NEA bots, machine learning. Let's go back. I'll go back to that one. Other message deleted. Fat could help with that every 7 business days. Tet, sometimes you confuse me. So anyways, lots of transparency here. I've had conversations with him on camera. So I've actually met him on camera, face to face, gotten his story. Everything he says on his channel seems to be true based on what I've seen. I've actually seen him at his job on the rig. He's done a video chat with me there even. So, I mean, obviously things can be orchestrated, whatever. I don't think he has those desires. This app, he does not want to grow it to millions of dollars. He's going to have a cap on it. It's going to be fairly low because he knows how this stuff reacts. His bots, I guess, will react differently in different environments on different exchanges so that it doesn't get overwhelmed with too many people. So I don't know. A couple of neat things might be worth some attention. I just thought I'd give him a little plug here tonight. And like I said, I totally get it. The DApp is different. And it's run almost, and that's what I told him. I said right off the bat, I'm like, dude, you're running a legit bot that seems to be very good, and you're clouding it with this minor DApp looking DApp. So I'm sure you know what I mean. So yeah, so it just kind of shaved me off. But like I said, it seems to be doing well. It's doing everything it's told me it's supposed to do. He's earned, like I said, when you look at the MQL5, he's earned 16%, I think it is. Actually, he's up to 20 now. He was at 16 a couple of days ago, and that was after 2 weeks of it running, right? So he's making 6% off of the money, and everybody else was making 5. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's so far so good, I guess. We'll leave it at that for now. I won't oversell it, but any questions on that, let me know. Otherwise, I will remove that. Sorry, liquidity farms and pools seem to be doing well at the moment. Will they continue or do good, or will they eventually get saturated? Do you know a lot about liquidity pools?
They always end up getting saturated, unfortunately.
But I know. Okay, I was wondering what you would want to say. So individual ones get saturated, but in general, they are things that will constantly move. They are the oldest play in DeFi, if I'm not mistaken. Really, right?
Correct, and they're always going to exist because there always needs to be liquidity. Yeah. It's not something that's going to go away until we come out with the next generation blockchain, where liquidity is just a thing of the past somehow. Like maybe don't make it liquidity out of your wallet rather than depositing it into a separate contract. Which
becomes more like cash somehow magically, but that would, anyways, I don't know when that's going to ever go away. And the good thing for now is that, yes, it's here. It is very risky if you try and get into the crazy ones. But they can be very lucrative to offset the riskiness if planned right. And so, Monstros is a project that I did a video on recently. I love the dev. I've had him on. Actually, we had him on here a couple weeks ago or a month ago. And I bought some Monstros. I love it just because I don't want the hassle or the stress of managing the liquidity pools. At least the ones that are going to pay me anything reasonable. Because I've done it, and I don't like it because you end up going, oh, one more day I'll stay in it, and then the friggin' token drops half, and now you have 5,000 instead of 10,000. You can earn it back fairly fast if it keeps printing, but if the token keeps tanking, you're kind of screwing yourself. So it's just a lot of work and a lot of effort.
And that is going to fix that.
That's even better. And if that fixes that, then I'm going to be all gung ho on liquidity pools. But for now, if you like the idea of trying to capture those, the nice thing with Monstros is he manages it for you. He's a really smart guy. I know he knows liquidity pools. I know he has the brain power to kind of try and get in and out of them whenever it's feasible. And on top of that, because he's collecting so much liquidity, he can then buy the dips a little more effectively than we can as individuals. Sometimes as individuals, once you get wrecked, you're pretty much wrecked. And because I've had one where I've gained, I put $5,000 in the base, gained $1,500, and then lost 15 almost the next 2 days because I didn't take it all out. So it's just, you got to be so careful. So just be, but I do like what they're doing. I like how they're managing it. And I trust that Keith will manage it well, or at least as best to his ability. Because obviously anything can happen in this flipping space. Any AI bots, machine learning, predictive, non-basic algo on y'all's radar? All that stuff seems to be BS after a month.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one that actually, when they say, machine learning or predictive learning, it's supposed to grow as it continues to go, but it never seems to actually do that.
Yeah, it somehow just washes itself out and makes them one mistake kind of thing as it gets overwhelmed. You almost get
too many mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And then one mistake, it tanks the whole thing. So yeah, you got to be careful with it.
Which is kind of funny, not to cut you off, but if you think about it, it reminds me of a human trading.
Yeah.
Because it makes one mistake and then it just starts bumbling over itself and continues to make more mistakes.
So capital. Sorry, sore point for me too, guys. Wolf Capital that went and got all our money away. So, what is it? So put goes in. I'm assuming you're asking about the DApp, whether it was was that the game?
Apparently, one he played.
There you go. Let's see. Other message deleted. If I could help with that every 7 business days. Yeah. Bot being so the bot being discussed. So that's so if you grab my quarter mile, if you grab my 1K wallet challenge video, I'll just make you click on it because it helps me. The links are right in there to the Discord and for Minnow. What did I say? It was Minnow. So his Discord has the bot API and all that stuff and how to do it and all that. Sorry, what are you laughing about?
the name, it just
Oh,
makes me funny.
I know, it's crazy.
Money Minnows.
Yeah. Money Minnows, double M. He loved it, and I'm trying. Like we've had some chats about it. I've been very open and honest and transparent with him on what I felt about it all. But yeah, it's yeah, not for cool. This oh, look at that Crypto Andy coming in the house. 3x and Alb single pool. Nice, well done. Yeah, the Alb one I didn't get into, and I wish I had. I should have moved from base over to Alb because they kind of were neck and neck or a day apart or whatever. If you get into them day one, you can do really well because of the token appreciation. It's not even that the pools are doing well for you; it's the token appreciation that does well for you. And then you just need to know when to get out. And like I said, I'm kind of bad for that. I know a lot of people too. And what I learned from my mistake is that you can almost swing them afterwards. So you get out when you've made some pretty decent money, wait for a dip to the token because it will happen, and then get back in then, and you can sometimes ride a little wave or get a lot more rewards later on because you're getting more bang for your buck with the token value. So yeah, a lot of data science people don't have to retrain baked into models correctly. I gotta read some before I post yours, Ted, because people want me to read the questions and then I get lost in words. A lot of data science people don't have the retrain baked into models correctly. Happens. Okay, I don't even know. Sorry, people watching. I didn't read that right. Yeah, quarter mile, perfect. I'm glad. Yeah, hopefully that helps. And yeah, take a look. Let me know what you think. I know you're very methodical about projects and stuff, so I'm happy to hear very honest opinions from you about it. But like I said, I think the bot is worth a check. If you have some capital, like I said, I think the bot's worth a check. So. Monstros, War5, FlexIRA, and not much else nowadays. Yeah, we pretty much, yeah, agreed. Kind of the days where we can do 20 to 30 projects, having fun. I almost prefer less projects and knowing what I'm getting into, but I do miss being able to kind of jump into things. But I found I was wasting a lot of money jumping into things, not remembering what the hell I jumped into. I think I'm going to do a better job of listing my stuff. But yeah, I can't. Yeah. And yes, thank you, Acidic. Baltic as well. Now, I will be honest with that one. We are working on some things. So I'm not going to. So we are down, which I've told everybody in the Discord. I've been very transparent with everybody in the Discord. We're probably down to 40 to 50 cents a token real value. But we are turning that around between FlexIRA obviously helping out quite a bit. We did just place a substantial investment into something that should be doing quite well for us. And then as that grows, we're going to try and flip it around. So I'm hoping in the next 2 to 4 weeks, we can start buying a couple of prop counts that hopefully we're having success with PFX, sorry. And hopefully PFX can start feeding back to Vaultec, and then we can start selling tokens again and all that stuff. I've kind of dabbled with the idea of opening up the token purchases again because it would help us get back to $1 really quick, but I don't want to do that until I have a plan and we have some comfortable things we can move on in. Because unfortunately, something like Warfi, it's a little too slow for us right now, this early in the game. Later on, when we want to take our profits and put it in something more stable, that's where something like Warfi would go, because we already have FlexIRA. And to me, that's personally, and I'm sure Hidden's also as prejudiced as I am about it. But FlexIRA is really the money shot for me. And that's where I'm, but unfortunately that's closed now, I guess, eh?
Yep. We hit our max and it's not reopening anytime soon. So
yeah, so on the AMA with him, he actually said, I guess possibly not until the new year, unless something, whatever crazy happened. So I was happy to hear that, but it's always sad too, because it's fun to see it grow and tell everybody about it. But at the same token, there was a mix of people that probably shouldn't have been told about it in it. So this will help curb that a bit.
Plus, what other what other protocol are you in that is pretty much forcing you to take your money now? I mean,
yeah, agreed and appreciated too, because I think I need to do more of that sometimes.
I mean, so we're back to daily, so it's like I've never personally heard of a protocol that's forcing you to take your money back.
No. We did talk about that on the AMA with him, so I'm sure we'll have more details in a week and a bit when we get him back on camera. But I believe they're still coming along. I think he said 2 weeks, eh? Maybe.
We're hoping end of September.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so a little time yet. lots of time to save up. And thank you. Keeping me on my toes, acidic. I do agree. And you know what? Upfront does not get the attention that it deserves, mostly because they actually did close off their investments as well. But they actually are going to be opening up stuff soon again. So I'll probably do a video on them soon on what they're doing. They've been pretty darn solid. And I recommend anybody to have a peek at them. I should maybe
pull it up.
Yeah, I was just doing that. I'm like, hang on, I should probably.
I haven't heard of them. Maybe I did, and I'm thinking it's another token or something.
It's not a token. So this is really neat. I did a video on them. Obviously, you're not watching all my videos, so I'm a little bit distraught with you, Hidden, but I will forgive you this one time. And this one I even advertised in my Discord specifically, because I think the video was actually only shared there, actually, which I should probably do a public one for them next time. So I wanted to put way more in this. After I put the $500 in, I couldn't scrounge up money after that because life has been whatever with DeFi. So they usually average between 4 and 8%. I think I've had more than that though, because I've gotten, what did I pull out of this? So I've already pulled out, where am I looking? I know it shows me
105.
105, there we go. So I already pulled out 21%. I think I've been in it like 2-3 months tops. So cause I think two of them were like 9% or something like that. So, but this is totally different. They're doing some pools, some liquidity stuff, but safer stuff, and some plays. But most of this money actually is used for their own research and development for creating dApps, and creating usable things inside the space. So some really neat things that they're doing is they actually have and I think they're almost ready to start releasing it, is they have a contract, like a blockchain contract, which will interact with a dApp, which will create your own blockchain contract. So you can create your own NFT project or token project, rebasing token, or mixing them all together or whatever. You can create that all on their dApp. Pure, if you're coming in late and saying you missed the start and saying when rug on something, but this can't rug what I'm talking about. So Chain Factory, thank you. So they're actually able to build now. When will the rug be of the people creating projects? This is going to be the one. This is the one thing I talked to them about on our chat. Is like, but and again, it's the same thing. Like giving a gun away to someone, like you're not teaching somebody or causing somebody to murder somebody. So one of their things was, yeah, we are creating the contract, but anybody can go create a contract and they can go and rug somebody. We're not responsible for them rugging, which I agree. But they are giving some tools for hopefully some more innovation and people that maybe have a really good idea, and allowing them to then create that without having to spend $30,000 on a dev. Because maybe they have some tokenomics that they feel are really good, but they've held it close to their chest, and this is a way for them to bring it to reality. So curious on what they do with all that. They also have quite a few other technologies. I don't know what I'm allowed to say, what I'm not allowed to say, so I don't want to. You can go see their Discord if you want to see some more of it, but definitely some really cool stuff from these guys, and a really transparent team. They have their own YouTube channel now, which they're going through a whole bunch of things with. So I do also feel that they're somebody that should get a little more attention than they do in this space. So thanks Acidic for bringing them up. And yeah, it's Chain Factory is what it's called, is for that one piece of technology. It's hard to show off their dApp because their dApp really right now is just an investment dApp, and they are opening it up to more investors soon in order to help with some of the stuff that they're doing. And you can actually invest with them also on like any chain. So it's on Poly, BSC, and ARB is how you can invest with them. So I think at the time it was only ARB, which is why I was forced to figure out ARB, which was fine. It was easy, and that was a prequel to Flex because they switched to ARB anyways.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm babbling a lot today. Your turn.
So what token are you looking into add into the whiteboard?
I thought we said we weren't going to talk about that because I have no money to put in anything. Nice throwing me under the bus there, dude. Thanks. So we can yeah. So Hidden actually mentioned that we can maybe do a whiteboard of the ones I need to get into, and then I'll hopefully catch up and try and get some 250 allotments in all the tokens. So I thought we were letting the community decide that. So what token are we doing now? We did. Oh my gosh, it wasn't Pulse.
XRP.
XRP. Right? Is XRP still worth something? Isn't XRP that friggin' what's his name crook? But anyway, so XRP is on the list.
No. That's Pulse.
Oh, that's Pulse. Oh, that's right. That's that. Yeah. All right. So, which I actually went on Pulse for the first time now because I was checking things out. I didn't move any money over, but so what token should we add to our bear portfolio? I'll have to start making a list of these. So we have XRP. Anything from the audience?
Crickets.
Can you talk about HMX? Yeah. Did you know a bit about that? I presume with Flex's investment in it.
Unfortunately, I do know. I don't. Not saying unfortunately as it's in a bad, because it's fucking phenomenal. But I ended up losing a lot of money by accidentally connecting to the wrong.
It was that one that you talked about the other. Oh, sorry, that's a sore point then.
It's all good. I'll actually stream it. What were you looking to talk about, Acidic? Did you have any questions about it?
Maybe just going into what Flex's involvement is with it.
Well, Flex, let's just say we own that. I believe we have over $1 million worth of HMX at the moment, between regular liquid HMX and ES HMX.
How much of our portfolio was put into that?
He put in, I want to say 30,000.
That's a hell of a nice multiplier.
Yeah. So what Bill has planned with it is, obviously, if it spikes, we're gonna sell into the jump, or spike rather. But the plan is, and always has been, to vest, I believe, like 75% of it and sell the other 25 every week. So we're looking at about, I want to say it's like $2,000 a week. Of that, 25% is going into the rewards wallet.
Nice.
And then our stake is making, I think he said, like some fucking absurd amount, like $350 an hour or something like that.
Jesus. Nice.
Yeah.
We had a little payout today with Flex too, actually. I just noticed, or yesterday, one of the other.
Yeah, today was the first automatic payout since the unfortunate glitch we had the one time.
Okay. So this is going to be, this amount we just received is probably going to be a consistent number daily now for a while.
It's 7% of what's in the rewards pool.
Okay, so it's going to based on what's in there. Okay.
Yep.
That's right. He did mention that on the AMA.
Yep.
That's awesome. So that should be a consistent-ish number, which for now.
Yes. And then anytime we add more, obviously it's going to be 7% of a bigger amount, so you're going to get more. It's 7% of the rewards pool daily.
Yeah. So a couple of people threw out some ideas. So that one's actually not a bad one. I would like to get a little bit of that now before it does its funky thing. But that one's not really a bull run portfolio in the sense that it's going to be timed by whatever it does. Maybe it'll happen in the bull run, but we don't know when it's going to do its funky thing. And I'll have to figure out with somebody what I should be buying from there, because I think it's a little funny. Like there's the shares, I guess, and then
I would just get the token. I wouldn't.
Yeah, right now I guess, because that's the thing that's going to possibly do the shoot up when everything happens. So that might be the one to add to the list, actually, guys. But I will obviously entertain everybody else's. Optimism, OP. I need to look into that chain, because that is a newish chain that's been doing well, and I'm hearing a lot about it. I need to educate myself more, but there's no time. Do XR, I'm assuming I mean XRP. KDA, I'm actually getting some of that through Kadena hashing miners. So I have a couple of their NFTs. So I'm getting that through that. So I wouldn't probably look at that, but Flex I do want to get into, because I do want to get one of their nodes and start building and compounding in there, because I do like what they do. I want to get involved, but I keep missing because I keep not getting involved. There's all the friggin' airdrops they do when they add another chain. And with all these friggin' chains happening, I'm sure there's gonna be lots of airdrops happening. Because it's going to be the chain wars in this next market for sure.
Yep. I foresee that. Whoever can, like I said, if somebody can somehow make it so liquidity is based on your like MetaMask wallet or something, and basically gets rid of gas fees, that's going to be the chain that wins.
Yeah, no kidding. HMX, sorry, just I guess some information from Blackwin. HMX sits on top of GMX. You can port GLP into the system as HLP, getting over 100% on GLP in USDC. What the? That's pretty sweet. Is that what we're doing in Flex?
No, he's trading. He's getting HMX via his insane trades right now. Plus, starting in September, the HMX payout to traders is going up, I believe, 5 or 10%, he said, per week. So we're going to get even more. It's kind of insane.
Crazy. Also getting, so lots of rewards around the site, around that ecosystem, it seems, which we're benefiting from indirectly through Flex, which is awesome. I love not having to research it all. Worries about BUSD. Any opinions there, Hidden?
That's a tough one.
Agreed.
Because if that goes, then people are probably there's going to be a mass exodus from BSC.
Yeah.
I think just out of fear of it being dissolved.
Well, and the problem is there's a lot of fear being built up from it in the news. Yeah. Like, it's so funny, and I don't know, not to go on a little bit of a soapbox or whatever, but I don't think people realize how much fear keeps getting reciprocated back into things. It's the same as an election almost. They're just feeding fake stuff in order to get people more fearful, so that when something does happen, everybody goes absolutely bonkers and jumps out. And so there's no time to save it at that point because there's been so much buildup. It's pretty much done. So it definitely does concern me. So unfortunately, we'll have to think about certain things and certain protocols and stuff. But yeah, it can be scary because we've already seen it happen with USDT and what is it? Even USDC on Phantom got liquidated. I think that was an exploit or something, and then stuff. So upfront protocol. I don't know if there's a connection there, Blackhawk. Sorry, or Black Hawkman. I know upfront protocol. I don't know upfront ventures, so I'm going to assume they're different. But maybe I can go in their Discord and try and see. But I have a video that I did back when they first were trying to cap out their pool, and it seemed to cap out pretty quick after the video. It was only a private video that only went out to my Discord and my Telegram and James Pelton's Discord. I'm trying to see if I can find it quickly. If anybody wants to take a look, all the links should be there for anything. Oh, of course I can't Google search for. Anyways, I'll search for it as we're talking about other things. So I actually posted in the Discord of Aviate, and it got deleted super quickly. And I did ask James Pelton's permission beforehand. So I had reached out to Josh a few times trying to get him to talk, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm sure James would be on board. Let's try and hook up something. Also, I think one of the ex-devs even tried to reach out to me as well, and then we reached out to James. So James and I have been talking to Phil or whatever his name is there for a good month and a half trying to get him to do things. And I've even said, look, dude, let's just do an NDA. You're saying you've got all this crazy stuff happening in the background that you're not telling anybody about, but you keep teasing everybody. Let's do an NDA. Let me and James know about it. We can then go on the stage, so to speak, and tell people that, hey, you know what? He actually does have something going on. We've actually seen it. We can't talk about it yet because he really does have to keep it close to his chest. But guys, trust, your funds are there. We verified it. Case closed. But he said yes to that and then reneged on it, just like he does with every AMA he does and all that stuff. It's just, yeah, it's really, really, really annoying. But it is what it is. And yes, Pete, I know everybody keeps telling me that, but I have no money. Gotta have money to make money. And that's the thing. I always have no money, and I end up being spread too thin trying everything. And then, yeah, so sorry, I'm supposed to read. Pete asked, deep don't sleep on elephant. It's starting to be parabolic run. Big money coming in the last few days. And yeah, you're right. It is making quite the shift right now. And once that happens, I guess there's some event that's going to happen similar to the exploit, but in a good way, where it's going to blow up everything and then release a bunch of Bertha's money, I guess, or something that she's holding on to. And it's pretty crazy. And I guess actually we're in there as well with Flex, so we'll benefit from any of that craziness as well. So awesome. So at least I've got some exposure, which is nice. So unfortunately, I'm right. And sorry, I kind of jumped off that question really quick. But anyways, Ted, that's kind of unfortunately, there is no spoilers. If there was any and I was allowed to talk about them, I would get into them. Our chat has been very back and forth. He comes in one day and then the next day, everything he says has been negated from his announcements in his Discord channel. I even sent him a pretty decent message today. What did I say? Let me just go to my messages. Kind of just trying to tell him to fucking shit or get off the pot, for lack of a better term. So in our chat with James, because I basically do them all with him, just so that I posted his announcement. I said, dude, I appreciate you listening, because I had told him to actually put a timeline on it. So yeah, that's what it was. I posted here. You know what? I'll just fucking bring it up. I don't care. So this,
I've never heard of Radix. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's that? Go ahead. No.
I was going to say, how have I never heard of Radix?
Radix. Yeah, I haven't either. Stop and present. Share screen. How can I get that one? Okay, I'm just going to do share. That. Share window. We're going to share this window, and I'll do that. So so the other day, I guess yesterday actually, I told him, I said, you should start speaking in time zones, because he had done his whole vague friggin' announcement, because you posted 2 hours ish, but because he replied to us about something saying that announcement's going out tonight about his AMA, and 2 hours before that he had delayed his AMA a day. So I'm like, dude, you need to put times on, put 2 hours ish. And I said, I even told him, I said, dude, use this friggin' DAP right here. You can literally post the exact time you're going to do it right there and stick to your time, because you can't keep running around. And then he had
What are you trying to show?
Oh, am I not showing anything? Does it not show my snippet tool?
No.
Oh, that's annoying. File. Save as. I'll save it as a picture. Replace it. I'll save it as a picture and see if it'll come up that way. Bear with me a second. Capture. Let's see if this shows up.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to interrupt him on his rant, but nothing was coming up there.
Let's go stop sharing. Present. Sorry, guys. Share screen. Because I'd already asked James if I can share some of this stuff. So I was like, oh, window. Let's do entire screen. That's probably why. Let's go all psychedelic for a second and then go here. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So he had done an announcement saying like the name was coming this evening. And I'm like, dude, you start speaking in time zones, because so that he can actually be more precise with people. And I even gave him a freaking DAP where he can actually post it, so he can actually have it happen. And then he goes and posts that day. Hi, everyone. I'm really sorry about these delays. I will not announce anything moving forward until I have exact time. I will give 5 hours notice. Thank you, everyone. So he literally had posted that after what I had posted, because this was today, this post, and then my post was yesterday at 3:54 in the afternoon. And so he posted that. So I wrote back to him, like, I copied and pasted. I'm like, dude, I appreciate you listening to a tiny bit of what I'm saying, but giving 5 hour notice. But you gotta stop. There's no reason for a solution to take this long. And that's why I went on a long rant anyways, talking about obviously Manny too, on how he planned on showing me everything and then changed his mind 2 minutes later and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you got to stop. This is ridiculous. So anyways, I don't know if it's going to amount to anything. I doubt it. I'm not holding my breath on anything AV8 related. The guy's just freaking ridiculous, but yeah, anyways, it is what it is. So there you go. There's some alpha on Sphere, on AV8. So
speaking of Sphere, apparently that's still around too.
It is. I still hold some. That was, I'm sure I talked about it on here before. I put $500 into that thing on day one, and it grew to 10K, and I didn't take a cent out.
Yeah.
I was such a naive idiot.
I was too. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, I couldn't believe that. And then, yeah, I ended up, I still have it. I'm staking it now. I might DCA a little bit in because I do think they'll go on a little bit of a run when things come back. But yeah, I got to get money to do that. So, XID is Radix. Okay. Did you figure that out? What Radix was?
Yeah, looks like a chain built on building, like different dApps and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm making $3 plus on HMX. I have far less than Flex. Arrow, a play on base. Yeah, base has got a lot of plays right now. Yeah, that alien one, whatever, opens up Thursday, I believe. Interesting. Blackhawk, if you get a chance, can you DM me the link and I'll put it up somewhere here? Or if you have any information on Arrow, because I wouldn't mind looking into stuff that's happening on base. There's a lot of money moving around. The plays are going to get less and less beneficial as time goes on, I think, just because people are going to get tired of it or another chain will distract them. But for now, there's some pretty good stuff to make some money on base, it seems like lately. So you're saying open up Thursday. So that's good. We got some time to prep. Oh, and I've seen that too. There's some plays you can do on other chains on OP, and they give you airdrops on other chains. That's cool. So the problem is the freaking time to figure all this shit out.
Right.
But, so, sorry, what's this? Hey, what the heck? I got notified this was about to happen now, but you've already been going over. I apologize, Paul. I ended up putting the time in wrong, so I put it in as 10 o'clock and then switched it to 9 o'clock. So I guess it didn't update your notifications. We're always 9 o'clock. I must have typed it in wrong because I think I put it in for 10:05 by accident or 9:05. Yeah, 10:05. But I did fix it. So you'll have to rewind. I apologize. We were a little slower today on conversations though, as the market is. HMX rewards for early investors will be released September. Yeah, so that's for the Flex stuff. Yeah.
Yep. And we got a huge airdrop coming.
What? God damn, I'm excited for what Flex is going to do. It's my biggest bag, so I'm most excited about that one. My biggest DeFi bag. So, and I guess actually more so than that because it's also Vaultek's biggest DeFi play. So I've got lots of eggs in that basket. Luckily, I feel confident of those eggs, but so unlike any other eggs I played in this space, it seems like. Anything else, guys? Right. We have hit the hour mark. I apologize, Paul, for coming in, but it's FUD events are good for buying. Yeah, if they stick around, the problem is just the FUD gets so big, it's going to be a lot of no projects are building on there anymore. It's going to become like AVAX, Polygon, they're all with all this innovation coming with other chains and stuff. It's going to be interesting to see how it affects the old guys and who can stick around and who can make a go at it. So. That was a multi-chain exploit for Phantom. Oh, that's right too. That's I forgot that. Thanks, Blackman. That's what nuked the USDC on Phantom. Was an exploit on there. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Like I said, we're almost at the hour mark, and now is when you guys always get lively.
Everybody's had their coffee, so now they start waking up at the end. That's what.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry. Binance is working on a new chain forking the OP. Yes, I did remember that announcement. So maybe that's going to be kind of their saving grace. Hopefully they move everything over and it makes sense. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, exactly. So I forgot about that, guys. Yeah, thank you. Keeping me informed. Other than that, I'm trying to think of anything else to get into. There's, like I say, it's been kind of a slow. We ended up not having one last week, and I think that was kind of a good thing for us all. We will get more consistent now, though. My wife's come back to work, my kids are going back to school, all that jazz, so it'll be a lot easier to be consistent. I would like to keep these consistent, even if we do half an hour ones some weeks, because maybe we're a little slower and don't have a lot to talk about. I do want to try and keep it going the way we're going. We keep getting more viewers, and then when I go and take breaks, it kind of stunts that growth and stuff. So I do want to make sure we keep consistent with it and stuff. So I will not do those off ones again until probably, I'm assuming Christmas time. Obviously, we'll probably all take a break. But other than that, I'll try and stay pretty consistent, and I'm sure you will as well, because you've always been most of the time available when I say I'm not. Sometimes you give me a little, well, I could not do it. So we'll put. So what I'll try and do is free up some funds to try and do these things that I'm talking about. So I think I will kind of do elephant as the next one. But like I said, it's gonna be one we'll have to watch and possibly sell. But I'd like to get this, and like I said, I'm gonna set it up as a separate wallet. You guys can have access to seeing the wallet kind of thing on DBank or whatever, and then we can try and see how it does for us, kind of playing around with it. I'd like to have some fun with that, but I need more funds right now to do that with, and I just don't right now. But Flex is forcing me to pull out money and not compound anymore, so maybe that'll help me have some fun.
Oh no. The horror of actually getting an ROI.
yeah, for one project in life. So I'll pull that out and I'll start using that. Warfi as well. I'm not going to be putting any more money in there. Not because I don't like them. I have a similar bag in both. Those have been my two biggest nest eggs. But I do want to start pulling from them and using that to kind of have some more fun money to work with, so that I can start building that kind of bull bag. Ugh, words are not well.
Say that 10 times each.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Start saying words I can't be saying on YouTube if I do that. Oh yeah, and it's exactly. See, I got to hold my Flex for the bonds. I'm never getting any play money. It's all because of It's all because of Bill.
Right.
I was lively. Well, you came in later though. You were lively at the start, but you came in later. Probably because of my whole goof up with the time though.
So really, you were lively halfway through.
Yeah, exactly. Pure. Come on, let's not lie now. CC seems like a super. Yeah, that'd be good. Hey, you guys all start messaging CC? Maybe get him on here. That'd be quite the guest to have on. Problem is, anybody that's in behind that kind of wall can always seem genuine, but really what's going on behind the scenes, I don't know. It's not like he hasn't definitely done insider trading and stuff that has helped prop him up and done things that maybe were not too, but it's not legal. So
who's CC?
From the owner of Binance, I think, right? Isn't CC the owner
CZ?
So maybe okay, I assumed he was saying CZ, I guess, and then maybe hopefully that's what he meant. Hey Toro, we're just getting off, I think. Oh no, sorry. Yes, sorry, and that's I think I forgot it was CC. But yes, the elephant guys do seem quite genuine. There's three guys, obviously the bank teller, and then the two other guys that kind of helping him with his marketing and stuff that are kind of community members. They say, well, I guess CZ just got his NFT was something I think he helped with, and those NFTs are kind of cool too. I was hoping to get one. I was trying to get one. I got a message the bank teller about doing a live stream for him or something for him, but I don't know if I can get them anymore because they're now already, I think they were 1 or 2 BNB and now they're 4 BNB. So yeah, but yeah. So anyways, guys, if there's nothing else, we'll leave you to it. We're at that hour mark. I appreciate you guys as always. You guys, there's always at least 14 to 20 people in here, and I'll keep doing it even if it doesn't grow. So I do appreciate you guys being in here, having really genuine conversations, and just allowing us to have a chat and go over stuff. So any words there hidden?
Sniper fun. Oh,
what that is?
I believe that was another a Forex protocol that got rugged.
Oh, maybe, yeah. There's more of those coming back right now. There's a few of them, and even Crypto Program is maybe got a new version, but we don't know if it's Crypto Program. I don't even know. Who the fuck knows? And thank you, Quarter Mile. Any final words as I hit this end broadcast, sir?
Just